In today's video, we're going to be backtesting Biden's first week in his presidency office, and then in episode 2, we'll backtest Trump's, compare the difference, find the net P&L, and finally put an end to this question. I've been seeing a lot of people online complaining about Trump's PA. So here's the entry checklist. It's my A+ entry model. We trade it in New York. It's NQ. We use ES for correlation. Macro windows only. Don't worry, we'll break that down. Directional bias is always on the 4-hour. We do trade continuations if order flow is correct. Entry time frames, the 1 minute. Entry model is on this list. Any one of these will be our actual entry into the market. Doesn't matter which, we'll take the first one. So risk to reward 1 to 2 plus partials, and a 1 to 1.5 for continuations with no partials. We also make it risk-free at 0.9R. So let's break it down. We're going to be testing this on FX Replay. I'll leave a link down below for 15% off. We'll be journaling this in Excel. Okay, we're going to collect all the stats, really refine this, and actually have a good conclusion about whose price action was better. So let's start, create a new session. We'll call this Top B for Biden, the asset MNQ. Of course, we need to add MES. There we go. Now we've got both the assets. We're going to go back here to 2021. We will go to the 19th because it's on 20th, 2021. And then we'll go to, what's 1 week here? January still. Yeah, we'll go to the 29th. There we go. Great session. Hot B. Let's figure this out. Now, we're also going to be doing daily bias every single day. So if you are confused on daily bias, join the Telegram down below. I'll leave a link in the description as well, because I'm really trying to go hard all 2025 here, providing value. So we've got NQ on the right. Let's go to the 1 minute. Can't replace. So let's go to the next day. This is the 19th anyway. Okay. So on the 20th now, so this is the day that Biden actually becomes the official president, or his first day running, should I say. So let's go and find the bias on the 4-hour. I don't know what this is to the left. I don't think it's anything of value. We're actually at all-time highs here. So we've got the high. We've got the low. So let's mark this high and low. If we sweep the high, we're going to be looking to sell. If we sweep the low, we're going to be looking to buy. But you got to remember, at all-time highs, there's a lot of buying pressure. So continuations make sense as well. So let's go to our macro, which is 9:45. 9:45 until 10:15. That's the first session. Okay. So we took out all-time highs now. Very bullish. So for us to enter our normal reversals, we're going to need SMT, which is an inverse correlation with ES. So we are making lower lows with ES, whilst NQ is making higher highs. So that's actually, we are ready to sell. But we're going to need a short term. I pressed too fast here, but the SMT's gone. Okay, so that's a breaker. There's still nothing that we can engage with just yet, but we do favor selling. Oh. Okay, so 10 a.m. has just closed. You're now going to have to reanalyze the 4-hour and just make sure you've correctly drawn the highs and lows here, because that's where there's going to be a lot of buying and selling pressure, and they also act as a good target. But there's nothing I want to engage with here. It's choppy price action. Now I could take a buy. Nothing. 37. Okay. I'm interested in selling here, but I need a strong displacement. We're in the second macro, which is 10:45 to 11:15. I'm still not taking that. No. I need SMT. Even if this, okay, it's not winning anyway. Yeah, it's just too choppy, right? We want a true displacement, and we do not trade in consolidation. I promise you, I give majority, or I used to give majority of my money back in consolidation, which ES is still ranging here. So even if this were to win, we're not interested. Let's go to the PM. Maybe we've got better luck on the PM. Okay. 13:45. Now the actual macro is 13:45 in the PM session till 14:15. All these times are based on New York. Even though I live in Portugal, we still got to adapt to New York. Okay. Debating selling here, but we're actually going to pass. We're not interested in this price section. Let's get to the next day. Hopefully, we've got some more volatility inside the market. So there's no red folder news. We don't need a journal. We only trade the pre-market macro if we've got red folder news, which we don't have. Okay, this looks clean. So we haven't swept the high, but we swept the low, so we are bullish. Doesn't mean we can't sell, but we favor being bullish. So we've now broke above a breaker here. But I haven't got any SMT, and this gap's already been mitigated. Yeah, I need SMT. Let's be patient. Okay, we're tapping a gap now. If we can displace. Okay, now we're going lower. And now we're consolidating, so we don't want to engage with this. Even though this still actually was a win on this fair value gap, I'm not trading within this consolidation. I would never, ever take this. I'm not going to lie. 10:15. Okay, we're sweeping the high now. Let's just make sure we've actually drawn correctly. Okay, so now we favor selling. We've swept the high inside an inversion fair value gap. It was a fair value gap that was bullish, and it's been inversed. We just got more consolidation. What's Biden doing? Al Biden. Okay. Tempted to buy, but it's not giving it me. Okay, strong displacement. Okay, it's a unicorn entry model. Do I want to take that? It was a BPR as well. I missed that. So, yeah. So we've got accumulation, manipulation, distribution. It's a little bit choppy. But we'll base our risk off 5 points. Pick an enemy. Kind of missed it now. Yeah, we're not going to take that now. Let's see. Yeah, so we did get wicked in perfectly. That's fine. Let's go to the PM. Maybe we got something in PM session. 13:50. I'm seeing AMD again. So we do have a BPR. Keep pressing too fast here. That was a good sell. Right, let's go to the next day. I've missed two Beautiful AMD plus BPRs. So, L. Biden, that's my fault. He's actually providing Summit for us. Okay. So, this is not an inversion. We broke back above it. We have swept the low and the highs. In this instance, you're a little bit more neutral because there's no bullish or bearish beta raise, but you would be favoring being bearish. Going to need a strong displacement out. That's the wrong way. So it looks like we're going higher. Tempted to buy. Okay, maybe not. It's a bit confused where it wants to go. Yeah, because we're going to consolidate, of course. Right, you're going to go to the next session, 10:45. 10:45. Readjust the levels. Low is here. So we are still bearish. They need to give me a displacement through the low. And I will take it. Okay, or displacement higher. No entry for me yet. Still no entry. We're going to need to break these short-term lows, or I need a volume imbalance. Okay. So not... Yeah, I'll take it. Take it. 5 points. That's close enough to the low. We broke structure. Where should we target? I mean, we got a high inside of a gap here, so we'll target that. Right, we're in. I'm gonna make this risk-free. Okay, so that was a continuation model. Not bad PA, Biden. So we took a long position. On the 21st, right? 22nd. Yeah, we missed a few trades, yeah. 1.5, this was continuation. Right, let's go and find, let's go to the next day. Let's see how high this went. Damn, it reversed. Okay. So we're at 1.5%. Definitely not bad, depending on your account size. So, silver bullet. Okay, this is good price action. At all-time highs, I do anticipate price. We do have a reason to come lower. We've got accumulation here. So we're in the manipulation stage. But we're at all-time highs, so we might not come back, to be honest. Okay. There's no entry here for me. No. No entry. Now we're consolidating. And no entry again. So the thing of half a trade, and you just got to make sure you remain extremely disciplined on following your rules, sir. Which is hard. It's easier said than done, especially when you're first starting. So we haven't swept the high on this candle or the low, but the previous candle swept the high. So that makes you a little bit more bearish, but you are quite neutral. So if we get a nice displacement, I will take a sell. This is not. Okay, we got SMT actually. There we go. That's a nice candle. It's a nice displacement. And it's a nice follow through here. So we're going to take this. 10 points is just above the gap. Okay, so now we took out the low. Yeah, we'll follow it. Now we can't. As soon as we take the low, now we're trading continuation. So it's invalidated. That's annoying. This looks very volatile. If we can get price to come to a, potentially could have took that, to a fair value gap. My God. Like this. Okay. So I am interested in selling. Let's just mark out the CE. And how volatile is this? So we're going to trade a continuation here. I'm going to need a volume imbalance. So I like to enter on the retests, but this looks a little bit volatile. I'm going to hold, but we're in drawdown. I should have waited. Yeah, I should have waited. I need a volume imbalance, really. But we have got a stop above the CE. What's NQ doing? Yes. Okay, maybe we're going to sweep the highs here. Okay. Well, I would be risk-free. That was a terrible entry. My entry should have been here, but I pressed it before. See this, how we closed lower? That's what I was waiting for. Oh my God, that is lucky. That's very lucky. The final TP was hit. That's a bit of a scam. Okay. But we should really be waiting for that initial volume imbalance. And I could have got a better entry then. A much better entry. Problem is, the reason I was tempted to enter now is because when you're so volatile, you don't really tap deep into the gap. See how we dropped? It's just a straight line down. A lot of times it's going to tap the very beginning and not even come to the 50%. Hence why I was tempted then. So luckily paid off. Go to the next day. So we're up 3%. And we've missed a few trades. Delete this as well. Fresh bias. Yeah, I'm looking to sell. We swept the high. We're also touching a bearish gap here, so we're interested in selling. Let's go to our session, which is 9:45. Okay. So we're consolidating now. 2 touches at the bottom, 2 touches at the top. We need to wait for that to break, which we have done. We have displaced. So we're going to take this. Now we took the low. Okay, we're in. We are in. So this is a reversal trade. We'll make it risk-free at 0.9. That looks a bit big, really, but... Oh no, I shouldn't have even took that position. We're still consolidating. So we should have actually, this is a bad trade. Too late now. Plus, yeah. 2 touches at the bottom, 2 touches at the top. A little bit rushed here. But we'll take the loss. I didn't see that. So this was a reversal. First reversal lost. 0946. It was a short position on the 26th. It's annoying. I need this range, this full range to break. Taking any of this. Here we go. So we broke. We still favor being bearish. We've swapped the high. We do have AMD here. Gonna place a sell right in that wick. We're gonna go off 5 risk. So if you want to know what AMD is, it's when a consolidation, you accumulate, manipulate, and distribute. We're bearish anyway. Let's just really monitor this. Okay, so we've tapped the wick and we've got SMT. Didn't even see that. So if we can displace lower. Okay, we are in. We are in. What an entry. So use the 50% here. We are in. And we're going to target this volume imbalance here. What a trade. What a trade. Yeah, we've got SMT. These are making lower lows. What a trade. That's AMD plus BPR here. That's what we should have took previously. We missed 2 of them. I'm not missing the next one. The 2.2, but it's a reversal, so we would have secured 50 at 0.1. So this would have made us 1.1, so 1.6. It's 11.02. Okay, maybe some of you guys are right. Biden's PA is better. Now, I've still had very good time trading Trump's PA recently. You just got to adapt. Continuation models are one of the highest accuracy currently. That doesn't mean they are throughout per year. So we've got red folder news here. So this pre-market macro open is valid, 8:45 till 9:15. But what I was saying, I've lost my trail of thought now. Yeah, Trump's PA has been continuations. I mainly trade reversals where we sweep to low, we'll look to buy. But if you understand how to trade continuations, you've still been doing fine. Okay, press and play too fast. Let's focus. And we're bullish because we trade reversals predominantly. We're inside a bullish gap. Very obvious wick here. What percent is that? This must be news now. Okay. So we're going to look to buy. I'm going to need SMT or a breaker with a fair value gap overlapping it. Or we sell, actually. It has really dropped. Continuations. What have we came from? Okay, no, we're not going to sell. Which we could have sold, actually, from here to here. Okay, so now we just inversed a singular bullish gap. Pretty high probability to at least come back here. I don't trade these. Okay. We do have a breaker. If it can come to this gap, I'll take it. 20 points. Or should we enter on... Nah, I need it to overlap. We've got no SMT. Of course. Let's see if that would have worked. Yeah, of course. But this is not as high probable because we do need the SMT or the unicorn, where you have a breaker and a fair value gap overlapping. That's fine. So we've displaced. Still can't take a buy, though. Now I can buy. Let's go to the next macro here. It's not providing. Wait, we've got news. Yeah, we've got news. So we're going to have to refine the entries a little bit better here. We are bullish still. Still bullish. So if I see a displacement, I will take the position. This is still in a range, actually, so we're not taking it yet. Okay. Yeah, I'll take this. Off the mitigation, it overlaps with the value gap. And this is the 830, so we should at least come back there. Okay. We're in. Inverse. Okay. So loss. We kind of inverse that gap immediately then. This is reversal. 10:59. What's the date? 27th. Yeah, AMD plus BPR the opposite way. But we are overall bullish. We're delivering from a bearish gap now. So if we can take this high out, I will look to buy. We're taking this. We can come back. Volume and balance. We've got unicorn entry to the downsides. Plus AMD. Just above there. TP at 163. So TP. Okay, what an entry. Yeah, we're risk free. Final TP hit 1.63. Okay, so we come out still with a W for that day. What time is it? 11:05. Right, let's come back to the next day. See, I think it's the final day, no? So he came in on the 20th. That is the final day. Yeah, that's 1 week back tested. So we're done. That's not bad at all, to be honest. Maybe you guys are correct. Biden PA is better. So we took 6 positions. So that's 1 week. That is fair. We took 6 trades, 2 lost. 4-1. Now my percentage is cut. So let's just see. Was that 60%? Something like that. Yeah, 66%. That's actually a very good representation of my per annual win rate now. 66% win rate, but what is the total net P&L? So I'm just going to get my calculator here. So we lost 2R. 2R was lost. And the final net P&L, so we've got to remember these reversals, we secure 50%. So that's a 1.6. We'll start from the beginning. 1.5 was 1.53, and we should have took 2 extra positions here. So plus 1.6 plus 1.63 minus 2, 4.26%. Hot Biden percentage, that's actually really good. Pretty surprised. Considering it's 1 week to make 4%, it's incredible. Depends on your account size, but that is a fantastic return. I'll be back next week or later on this week. We'll do Trump's and we'll compare it and finally come to a conclusion. But I know Trump's PA was damn good as well. So thank you guys for watching. I'll leave a Telegram in the description below where I'm going to do my daily bias every single day. And we just did it or started last week and it was flawless. So enjoy. I'll be back very soon, guys. Thank you for supporting.